हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हैं आप सब। आज हम साइंस का एक नया चैप्टर कर रहे हैं, लाइट। और इसमें हम आज जो है रिफ्लेक्शन कंप्लीट करेंगे थ्रू द मिरर्स। 10th क्लास में हमारे सिलेबस में जो है स्फेरिकल मिरर्स हैं बच्चों। तो स्फेरिकल मिरर्स बहुत इजी हैं। जितना टफ ये चैप्टर हमें दिखता है ना, उतना ही इजी ये चैप्टर है। बस थोड़ा सा बेसिक ढंग से पढ़ा जाए ना, इफ यू लर्न द बेसिक प्रॉपरली, अंडरस्टैंड दिस, कुछ भी आपको रटने की जरूरत नहीं रहेगी। सिर्फ समझना है और समझ के उन आइडियाज को आपने इम्प्लीमेंट करना है। तो ठीक है बच्चों, आज हम शुरू करते हैं अपना चैप्टर लाइट। और इसमें हम आज पढ़ेंगे रिफ्लेक्शन। मैं आज आपको पहले एनसीईआरटी से ही मैं आपको पढ़ाऊंगी, ताकि आप whenever if you are going to revise that chapter with your book na, you will get each and everything and you will understand each and every line. I tell you students ke this time also I am telling you, you should prepare each and every line cleanly, क्योंकि मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चन जितना इजी होता है उतना ही टफ होता है उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना। जितना हमें लगता है कि स्कोर इजी है, उतना ही इजी स्कोर मुश्किल हो जाता है करना जब वो नंबर्स डिटेक्ट होते हैं। क्योंकि सब्जेक्टिव में अगर आपने कुछ थोड़ा सा ठीक लिखा है तो टीचर फिर भी मार्क्स दे देता है, लेकिन अगर आपने ऑब्जेक्टिव में कोई मिस्टेक कर दी ना, इट मींस यू आर 100% गोइंग टू लूज योर मार्क्स। So you should be take care of every time whenever you are answering the questions. Okay, whenever you think that this question is not seems to be calculated or seems to be understood by you, read that question 2 or 3 times, multiple times, and take a keen observation. It's never happen if you have a basic conceptual clear in your base now, you will able 100% able to do that question. So don't be in hurry, keep patience and do question carefully. Okay, so here I am starting with our chapter reflection and refraction. Okay, so we see a variety of objects in the world around us. However, we are unable to see anything in dark room. On lighting up the room, things become visible. What makes the things visible? During the day, the sun helps us to see the objects. An object reflects light that fall on it. Whenever you see any object now, it means that it is reflecting light. It means the light is going to strike it and it is reflected back by the surface. And that reflected light is going into our eyes and we are able to see that this is the object actually. So we are able to see an object whenever it reflects light. This reflected light, when received by our eyes, we are unable to see that object. And we are able to see through the transparent medium as light is transmitted through that. Therefore, there are a number of common wonderful phenomena associated with light, such as images formed by mirror, by twinkling of the star, the beautiful color of the rainbow, and bending of the light by the medium, and so on. A study of the properties of light help us to explore them. By observing the common optical phenomena around us, we may conclude that light seems to travel in a straight line. ये हमें बहुत पहले से पता है. We know that very well कि light always travel in a straight line. 8th class में आप लोगों ने पढ़ा भी होगा. We see a candle and we put some cards in between and we see we are able to see the candle only across where the light is able to travel. That means we keep the hole between the cards and we put the candle over one side, and when we try to see that candle through these holes, we are able to see, and the other part is not visible. Means when light is traveling only in the straight line. So the fact that small source of light cast a sharp image or shadow of an opaque object points to this straight line path and usually indicate as a ray of light. whenever there is a shadow means there are light rays which are reflected, the object reflect the light and light is not going across, and that is shadow created by the other light. So if an opaque object on the path of the light become very small, and light has a tendency to bend around it. Suppose you are going outside, तुम कहोगे मैम लाइट तो स्ट्रेट लाइन में चलती है, ठीक है, तो हमें लाइट वहां पे क्यों दिखती है जहां पे लाइट स्ट्रेट नहीं आ सकती? लाइट कैन बैंड बच्चों, लाइट कैन बैंड अराउंड द ऑब्जेक्ट, but that caused a frizzy image that would not be clear. So ये आप अपर क्लासेस में हम इसको अच्छे से भी पढ़ेंगे. Then the straight line treatment of optics using ray falls, and to explain the phenomena such as diffraction, that is called diffraction of light. Light bends around the object. So जिसके भी sharp images नहीं बन रहे हैं because of the diffraction of the light. So light is always the thought of a way, and the detail of which we will study in higher classes. Again, at the beginning of 20th century, it became known to that wave theory of the light often become inadequate for the treatment of interaction of the light with matter. The light often behaves somewhat like a stream of particles, and this confusion about the true nature of light continued for some years till the modern quantum theory of the light emerged. So, in which the light is neither a wave nor a particle, and a new theory reconciles the particle properties of the light with the wave nature. ये सब हम डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे बड़ी क्लासेस में. So अभी हम 10th पे कंसर्न कर रहे हैं, तो we will conclude ourselves to the 10th syllabus, right? So in this chapter we shall study about the phenomena of reflection and refraction of light using the straight line propagation of light. And these basic concepts will help you in the study of some of the optical phenomena in nature, like rainbow कैसे बनता है ना? और you, whenever you see na some kinds of lemons are put in the glass water for the juice corners, you will see that these small lemons look from outside like oranges. कितने बड़े बड़े नींबू दिखते हैं. Why? Because of the refraction of light. ये सब हम आज पढ़ेंगे इसके बारे में. We shall try to understand in this chapter the reflection of light by spherical mirror and refraction of light and their applications in the real life situations. So first is reflection. Reflection means bounce back of light. Whenever light strikes some hard surface or an opaque subject. Opaque, क्यों? Opaque is the object through which the light cannot cross. So that will reflect the light. A highly polished surface such as mirror reflect most of the light falling on it. And you are already familiar with the law of reflection of light. क्या है law of reflection? The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So कैसे बच्चों? Suppose if I say this is a plane mirror, है ना? And it is the plane mirror. So light is incidented on the plane mirror like this and reflected back like this one. And if we produce a perpendicular to this mirror like this one, so this is the angle of incidence. Very good. This is angle of incidence. And this is angle of refraction. This is angle of reflection. And we know that angle I is equal to angle R. Okay? So this is angle I and it is equal to the angle of reflection. So the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. And second क्या है हमारा law? The incident ray, the normal to the mirror at the point of incidence and the reflected ray, they all lies in the same plane. Same plane means, so this is your phase 1 and this is your phase 2. Suppose this is. So here the incident ray like this one, and the reflected ray, and your point of incidence and reflected ray and the normal, they all lies in the same plane. They all lies in the same plane. So phase 1 में तीनों lie कर रहे हैं. And these law of reflection are applicable to all the type of reflecting surfaces, including spherical surfaces, and you are familiar with the formation of images by the plane mirror. What do you know about the plane mirror images? That whenever there is a reflection, you see the mirror every day. You, whenever you got up, you get ready for the school, you always see the mirror and you see the images formed by the mirror, your self image. So you always know that whenever there is, you must have observed that कि हम जितने distance पे खड़े हैं mirror से, whenever we are whatever the distance between us and the mirror, the image is formed the same distance backside the mirror, means it is equal distance. So images formed at the equal distance and equal size. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि you see your image and it seems to be somewhat contracted or somewhat depressed. It is not like that. It is equal image. So image formed by a plane mirror is always a erect image and laterally inverted. Laterally inverted कैसे? Your left hand will be seems to be right hand over there, and right hand will be seems to be left hand. So it is laterally inverted, and it is equal in size, equal distance, and it is virtual and erect. So these are the special properties of the mirror image formed by a plane mirror. Yes, what are the properties of image? You know that the image formed by a plane mirror is always virtual, erect. The size of the image is equal to that of the object. The image formed is as far behind the mirror as the object in front of it. जितना आप सामने खड़े हैं, सेम आपकी इमेज उतना ही पीछे बनेगी मिरर में. So equal distance. And further, the image is laterally inverted. Laterally inverted means left become right, right become left. How would the image be when reflecting surface are curved? Curved means now this mirror is no longer a plane mirror, it is somewhat curved like this one. Okay. So this is a spherical mirror. And spherical mirror, you know, you use in everyday life. Where? Okay, I give you some example where you can see the mirror, spherical mirror in your home also, like spoon, the surface of spoon. One is acting as a concave mirror, while this surface acting as a convex mirror. So, जो उभरा हुआ है, that is bulged outside. The reflecting surface is bulged outside, then it is called convex mirror. If the reflecting surface is indulged somewhat inward, it is pressed inward, then it is a concave. Very good. And being spherical because it is a part of sphere. See, अगर मैं इसको पूरा करूं, it would be something like this one. So here it is something like this one. So it is a part of the sphere. So this is our mirror and it is a part of the sphere, spherical mirror. So further, the images formed by the spherical mirror we will study. The curved surface of the shining spoon could be considered as a curved mirror, and the most commonly used type of curved mirror is the spherical mirror. And the reflecting surface of such mirror can be considered to form a part of the sphere. And such mirrors whose reflecting surface are spherical are called spherical mirrors. We shall now study about the spherical mirrors in some detail. The reflecting surface of spherical mirror may be curved inward or outward. A spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved inward, that is, faces towards the center of the surface sphere, is called concave mirror. So this is your concave mirror and this is your convex mirror, क्योंकि इसका reflecting surface बाहर की तरफ bulged out है. Okay. A spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved in outward is called convex mirror, and the systematic representations of these mirrors as shown in figure 10.1. You may note that in this diagram that back of the mirror is shaded, and you may note now understand that surface of a spoon curved inward can be approximated to a concave mirror, and the surface of the spoon bulged outward can be approximated to a convex mirror. बहुत इजी है ना बच्चों, जिसका बाहर की तरफ निकला है सरफेस स्फेरिकल और रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस बाहर की तरफ है तो वो है कॉन्वेक्स मिरर, और जिसका अंदर केव कनकेव केव जिसमें बन गया, देखो केव जिसमें बन गया, इट इज इजी टू रिमेम्बर, वेरी इजी टू रिमेम्बर, जिसमें केव बन जाए कनकेव, जिसमें ना बने कॉन्वेक्स, सिंपल है ना बच्चों. So before we move further on the spherical mirror, we need to recognize and understand meaning of few terms. And these terms are commonly used in the discussion about spherical mirror, and the center of reflecting surface of a spherical mirror is called the pole. So this is the center, suppose this is the center. So it is pole and it is represented by P. It is pole. So the center of reflecting surface of a spherical mirror is a point called pole, and it lies on the surface of the mirror, and the pole is usually represented by letter capital P. Very good. The reflecting surface of a spherical mirror form a part of sphere, and this sphere has a center, and this point is called center of curvature. See, reflecting surface of a spherical mirror form a part of sphere. कैसे बच्चों? See here, we know that it is a sphere, then it might have a certain radius also, है ना? And this radius, it can be called as a center of sphere. ठीक है? So this is center of sphere, and ये line बनेगी, then it is P pole, and it is center of curvature. So it is not a part of mirror, it is center of sphere whose part is a mirror. Okay, so this is center of curvature and it is represented by C. Please note that center of curvature is not a part of mirror, it is lies outside the reflecting surface, and the center of curvature of a concave mirror lies in front of it. Obviously you know that. So this is our concave mirror. This is our concave mirror, and it is our principal axis. So this is your P pole, and because its center lies in front of this, so this is center of curvature. So concave mirror mein it lies in front of the reflecting surface. In case of convex mirror, suppose this is convex mirror, reflecting surfaces outward bulged out. कितना इजी है बच्चों, सारी चीजें कितनी इजी है, थोड़ा सा ध्यान से पढ़ना है, कुछ भी मुश्किल नहीं है. So this is your yes. So here, you know, this sphere might be like this one. If I complete this sphere, it should be like this one. Don't go with my drawing, please. Okay. So this might be the center of curvature, है ना? Because it lies opposite to the reflecting surface, है ना? So it is your center of curvature. But इसको समझना बहुत जरूरी है. ये कहाँ पे हमें पॉजिटिव whenever we are to do the numericals ना, most importantly students are unable to understand where to take the focus length positive, where to take the focal length negative, कहाँ पे. So यहाँ से समझना ही शुरू कर दो बेटा. ये this is your P pole, and whatever the measurement you done in the left hand side, suppose this one, these are always negative conventions, and these are always, जो भी measurement you will do in this direction, there will be positive. It seems to be like a zero. See, Cartesian planes, we know that whatever the measurement done on the negative side of x is negative, and whatever the measurement done positive on the x, it is positive, and whatever the measurement done upper side, y-axis, upside, then it is positive, and whatever the measurement done below the principal axis is negative. Simple as the Cartesian plane. So you don't need to worry about that. I will make you explain it very well. You will 100% you will be very comfortable in these things. So the center of curvature of the concave mirror lies in front of it. However, it lies behind the mirror of the convex mirror. And you may note that in figure 10.2 and A and B, I already drew this, so we don't need to go to that figure again. The radius of the sphere of which the reflecting surface of a spherical mirror form a part is called radius of curvature of the mirror, and it is represented by letter R. You may know that the distance between P and C is equal to the radius of curvature. So imagine the straight line passing through the pole. This is principal axis, passes through the pole, and the center of curvature of the spherical mirror, this is called principal axis. Remember that principal axis is always normal to the mirror. So let us understand an important term related to mirror, to an activity. So I will make you understand easily. See here. So आप लोगों ने, you must have done this experiment. Some student try to make a kind of mirror reflection, and it faces towards the sun, and light is reflected towards some paper, and after some time it will start burning. Why it is so? Because light coming from the sun is concentrated to a center point, that is focus. So light which is coming parallel to the principal axis in case of mirror, spherical mirror, it will pass after the reflection through the focus. So if you we also usually do a kind of experiment with the lenses. Put that lens like this one, convex lens, and we try to put a small point size image of the sun by these lights coming from the sun, and we try to concentrate on our hand. And after some time, it start burning. We can't put our hand long for that point size object image, that is image of the sun actually. So it start burning the paper. Even after some time, carbon paper will start burning. So it is so much kind of concentration of light at one point. So it is actually the image of the sun. It is actually the image of the sun. So the paper at the first begins to burn, concluding producing smoke. Eventually, it may even catch fire. Why does it burn? The light from sun is converged at a point as a sharp bright spot of by the mirror, and in fact the spot of the light is image of the sun on the sheet of paper, and this point is focus of the concave mirror. So the heat produced due to concentration of sunlight ignite the paper, and the distance of the image from the position of the mirror gives us approximate value of the focal length of the mirror. So what is the focal length? It is the distance between the pole to the focus. So let us try to understand this observation with the help of a ray diagram. Here you can see that this is a concave mirror, and the light coming from the sun infinite distance, it becomes parallel to principal axis, and it after reflection it always passes through the focus. Okay, and same is the case with convex mirror also. Light coming parallel, and it is reflected back. No doubt it is reflected back, but if we try to make them pass through the mirror, they will seems to meet at the focus. Okay, They all seems to meet or actually meet. They all are meeting, intersecting at a point of the principal axis of the mirror, and this point is called focus, principal focus of the concave mirror. And similarly, we will observe how are the rays parallel to the principal axis reflected by a convex mirror, and the reflected ray appears to come from a point object, that is principal axis is called principal focus of the mirror, convex mirror. This seems to be like that they are coming from a point size object from the behind the mirror, that is focus. They will meet at the focus. So it is represented by letter F. One more thing, you can see that focal length of a convex mirror is negative. Because it lies, yes, concave mirror, it lies in front of it. So we are moving towards the left hand side to measure the focal length. So it is negative. And here the focal length, we are moving towards the right hand side to measure the focal length. So it becomes positive. So always take concave mirror, focal length as a negative, and convex mirror as a positive. So the principal focus is represented by capital F, and the focal length is represented by small f. It is the distance between the pole and the focus. The reflecting surface of a spherical mirror is by enlarged surface, the surface that has a circular outline. The diameter of the reflecting surface of the spherical mirror is called its aperture, and the distance m and n represent the aperture. Here you see, this is m and n. So this is your aperture, m and the distance between m and n. Okay. And is there any relationship between the center of radius of the curvature or center of the curvature to the focal length? Yes, it is r is equal to 2f, or you can say c is equal to 2, because radius and center of curvature are having equal. So we can say that c is equal to 2. Okay. Now the image formation by the sphere. बहुत ही important है. Always there is a 3 to 5 marker question comes on mirrors. So please take it very concerned and very carefully. I am making you understand this table very keenly. Here's the question. So here the position of the object, position of the image, size of the image, and nature of the image. So first of all, when the position of the object at the infinity, अभी हमने किया भी है, like image of the sun formed at the focus, it is a point size object, image formed, so it is highly diminished. So at infinity, object is at infinity, the image will be formed at focus, and it is highly diminished point size, and always real and inverted. The mirror image formed by this concave mirror, in all the 5 cases, in all these cases, 5 cases, there are real and inverted. There is only one case in which virtual and erect image is formed. So I will make you understand this, how it is so. So wait, I'm just making you understand this. So, and at infinity, the image formed at focus and highly diminished, real and inverted. Second, beyond C, between C and F के बीच में बनेगा diminished, real and inverted. At C पे भी बनेगा same size, real and inverted. C and F के बीच में beyond C बनेगा enlarged बनेगा real and inverted. At C है तो infinity पे बनेगा आपका highly enlarged बनेगा real and inverted बनेगा. It is the only one case where the object becomes between P and F and the image is formed behind the mirror, enlarged and virtual and erect. So here we are able to understand these things, right? तो हम जो है इमेजेस बनाने से पहले एक बार ये देखते हैं कि रेज से इमेजेस बनती कैसे। मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में बताया था, व्हेनेवर द टू रेज क्रॉसेस ईच अदर, जब एक दूसरे को क्रॉस करती हैं, देन द इमेजेस फॉर्म। सो हियर वी कंसीडर only 4 rays to construct any ray diagram. First is a ray parallel to the principal axis. कोई भी रे पैरेलल टू प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस आएगी, देन आफ्टर रिफ्लेक्शन इट विल गो थ्रू द फोकस। तो ये याद रखना है बच्चों, कोई भी रे पैरेलल टू द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस आ रही है, सी देयर इट इज कमिंग पैरेलल टू द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस, सो आफ्टर रिफ्लेक्शन इट विल ऑलवेज गो थ्रू द फोकस। ये याद रहेगा। कोई भी है, see here also, this ray coming parallel to the principal axis and after reflection it seems to be come from the focus. So ये हमेशा याद रखना आप लोग। second ray, a ray passing through the principal focus of the concave mirror or a ray which is directed from towards the principal focus of a convex mirror, after reflection it will become parallel. जैसे हेडलाइट है ना, हेडलाइट लगी होती है व्हीकल्स में, हेडलाइट के सेंटर में हमारे लाइट लगी होती है और उसकी चारों तरफ रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस होता है, वो कनकेव होता है। सो इट इज समथिंग लाइक दिस वन। हेडलाइट यहाँ पर लगती है, दिस इज कनकेव मिरर एंड दिस इज हेडलाइट। सो लाइट आफ्टर रिफ्लेक्शन बिकम पैरेलल टू द प्रिंसिपल। So after reflection, the light becomes parallel. So you always make it that after reflection, it will become parallel. And the third one is that a ray passing through the center of curvature of the concave mirror or directed in the center of the curvature of the convex mirror, after reflection, it is reflected back along the same path. जो भी रे सीधे सेंटर से टकरा के आएगी, सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर से आएगी, आफ्टर रिफ्लेक्शन इट विल गो बैक टू द सेम, वो कहीं पे और पे नहीं जाएगी, सो इट विल गो थ्रू द सेम पाथ।